Hello and welcome to Real Day Trade. I wanted to do a quick video today to go over the market and some of the trades that I did. So in the very first video in this channel, I told you that SPY was starting to look to me like late September, which was right here, right? So this here is late September, and you can see there were a lot of head fakes here. SPY was going up past the 50 SMA, but then dropped again, and everyone thought everything was okay, started heading up again, and then another drop. Well, if you see here, everyone started thinking, well, SPY, we can be bullish again. It dropped down, but it started finishing climbing towards the 50 SMA. And I said, I believe we still need a real test of the 100 SMA before we rebound. Now, once SPY finds support here, which may be this week, may not be, but once it does, then you can start getting aggressive with your longs. Right now, we have SPY right at the 100 SMA, right here. What happened today, if we go over here to the 5-minute chart, is right here, you see a very light touch of the 100 SMA right here. And SPY starts going back up. This is, and I called it out on Twitter, a bull trap. Why? Because if you're an institution and you're a seller, you're looking at this and you're wanting to see, kind of like testing weaknesses in a wall. How hard was this defended? It really wasn't defended that hard. Not much volume here. Bulls came back, bought up a bit, but it really wasn't defended. So here you see sellers take control and attack it again, and this time with a lot more volume. So you see here the volume picking up on this attack. That leads me to believe that this selling will continue into tomorrow. At some point, bulls will come back into play and SPY will find support. Will it go all the way down here to the 200 SMA? Well, that hasn't happened in almost 2 years. If it does, then you look for support and we'd get some really, really good longs at that point. Chances are we'll hang out down here for a day or two until it starts to rebound back up. And then you really need to look at the volume on the buying side to see if support really has been formed. Okay, so what did I do? One trade that I made towards the end of the day, which was pointed out to me by Dave Wise. Thank you, Dave. I went long Tesla. And of course, you might be thinking, well, that's the wrong Tesla, isn't it? This Tesla. Why the hell would I go long Tesla in this market right now? Particularly look at the end of the day for Tesla. All red. So Tesla is down around $18. Why would I go long? Look at this uptrend line here, right? So starting here on this candle, 1221, you draw this line, it hits support at the 50 SMA, draw the line, it hits here on January 10th, it hits here again on January 14th, and then today it missed heavy selling, it hits here again on January 18th. It does not break through that line. That is pretty strong support. That tells me that with any market push, any bounce by SPY, Tesla is going to bounce off this line right here. And that will give me a nice little profit on my long. So I'm counting on this line here for support. Now, some of you have asked, how do you draw these algo lines? Can you show me an algo line? What the hell is an algo line? So I'll take a random stock here. Let's take, wait, let's see if there's one here on Apple, maybe Microsoft. Let's go try, I don't know, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's good. Okay, so here. What you're looking for, one, is a high candle with decent volume, right? And we seem to have one right around here. This is average volume, but this one here is decent volume. When you don't see a candle with high relative volume, it's not really an algo line. It's just a trend line, right? So you can draw this trend line here, and you could say, all right, this trend line here is going to offer some resistance for Facebook. If you want a real algo line, let's see here. Notice here, I'm just looking and checking on the volume. These all have high relative volume here. These do not. Let's see here and try, I don't know, try snow. There we go. Okay. Here you have snow. And again, decent volume here, decent enough on this bar, big red bar here. If I drew from the top of this bar down like this, it's going to come close to the 50 SMA and provide another line of resistance here. You notice I'm looking for bars that have above average volume that I can draw a downward sloping trend line off of. These are the bars that the algorithms are programmed into, so that when the price hits that, it acts as resistance, right? So there's a sell in there. Okay. Some other trades that I made today. Let's take a look at FUBU. So I went long on FUBU. Let's see, when the hell did I go long on FUBU? I went long on, sorry, not FUBU. What the hell am I talking about? FUTU. That's a better one. There it is. Yep. FUBU, FUTU. Sounds so damn the same. Here. Okay. At 8 a.m. my time, it's going to be 11 a.m. here, right? So right around here. That's when I went long. You see, FUTU continued up. And then as SPY dropped, so did the stock, right? But here you have the 50 SMA at 46.51. So I have a pretty clear point of where I would get out, right? And how would I know without even paying much attention to it? Well, you just come here, you set an alert for 46, let's say 45. And well, I'll get told if it crosses. But until then, I'm okay with this long. As you see here, when SPY was dropping, excellent relative strength by FUTU. Condensed right there. Nice consolidation as SPY was dropping. We can even put SPY here like that. Okay, you can see here, SPY starts dropping like a rock down this way. And what does FUTU do? It stays the same. Okay, I'm good with that long. I also shorted coin. Why? Well, look at this chart. So here, once again, we can go to our algo line. Here's an algo line right here. You can connect it. A lot of touch points on this line, right straight down. There's a resistance point right there, right? There's even a shorter term one, which doesn't have high volume off the bar, but you can also do this right to there. That gives you a stopping point. But if you see, coin broke through horizontal support here. And is below all of its SMAs. That's a short I will keep on until at the very least it violates here, which is around 225, right? So again, you set your alerts, 225. There. Let me know when it crosses it. Okay. Let's take another look here. Stalker. And today, when you have SPY dropping like it did here, SPY just falling down. There we are. We can look really quick through these lists to see what stocks are going to go in my list for when SPY finds support and I'm ready to get aggressive with longs. So if I click on DE here, right, and I go to the daily chart, I take a look at it. I don't like the daily chart. Why? Right off the bat, I'm seeing wicks right up here. I'm seeing a lot of resistance. Even though you have earnings a bit away, I don't like its inability to break through here. So I'm going to pass on that. I'll go to Pop Bull, take another look. ATVI, yeah, that short really worked out, didn't it? See if I can find, take a look at silver. Very choppy. It did break through here, but too choppy for me. DWAC, won't touch that. I'll take a look here at maybe XOM. Okay, that's a decent looking chart right there. And relative strength. So this is a stock that I would keep on my radar, right? So I'm going through, and BBIG, remember I called that one out early last week. Look at this stock. It is jumping and jumping and jumping. Could we draw an algo line on BBIG? Yes, we probably could. Let's take a look here. Yep. Go right through, and it has gone and gapped through it. BBIG is a stock that wants to go. That's a stock right there. You could probably feel good about buying some shares and holding them. Certainly, you could buy calls. You could do a spread on this stock. This is stock, it's a cheap stock, but has potential on going up into the over 10. Careful here, there's about a lot of bag holders. I'm sure you probably see some profit taking soon, but this stock is driving higher and higher on increasing volume each day, volume going up higher, going up higher, going up higher. This is a stock that I would feel safe swinging, right? A stock that I got out of early, Walmart. It does seem like it found support here, but I got out of Walmart, I believe, right around, what time was it that I got out of Walmart? 7:11, so around 10 o'clock. Got out of Walmart right around here. And obviously it dropped all the way down here. So I was long Walmart. I did not want to stick around. I do not like a daily chart like this. This thing can go either way. It's hovering between all of its SMAs. It's going to be very market dependent. Whereas NVIDIA, I was able to take profit on both sides of the coin. I had a PDS on, a put debit spread. I bought back my short put for a profit over here. And then I took profit on the long put over here. I'm sorry, over here. That one worked out really well. I also, the one trade I'm in a bit of trouble in, I'm one, is Netflix, which is going to be interesting as it has earnings coming up. And I had a call debit spread. I bought back on Netflix the short call at around 6:46, so really early, right around here, right when this popped up. So I bought it back here, which was a good time to buy it back. However, riding the long call, Netflix continued to drop, getting weaker and weaker, but the calls maintain a good amount of their value because you have high IV with your earnings coming up soon. So once Netflix, if Netflix pops in the next 2 to 3 days, which highly likely it will, going into earnings, that would be a time for me to try to break out even on that trade. You can even look here to see strong into buy into earnings. Is Netflix on the list? It is. So Netflix is also known to surge a bit into earnings. So I have that going for the trade as well. So I'm keeping it on for the moment, see what happens tomorrow with Netflix. All right. I want to do a quick video, but as usual, I will sign off and say, if you have questions or comments, please leave them. If they are questions or comments that are answered in the wiki, I am going to tell you to read the damn wiki, which is on the subreddit. It has answers to all of your questions. If there isn't an answer in there, I will happily answer your questions. But please hit like, subscribe, all of that people say at the end of YouTube videos because they want to feel loved. Have a good day, everyone, and I will see you soon.